Hey, I really like the color coding that they put into defines now. It makes it much easier than what it used to be with having to work out what was included or excluded in my code. So 10 points to Gryffindor. So what we're looking at here are conditional defines, and here you can see the use of a conditional define, but essentially what a conditional define is, it's a way for you to be able to include or exclude certain parts of your code during compilation, and it can be useful for cross-platform code, when you need to have some code which is platform specific and obviously won't work on other environments. So put simply, you're telling your compiler, to only include a block or only to exclude a block if certain conditions are met. So, and you have things like a define here. You can see you've also got an IFDEF here. There is also a IFNDEF. So I'm just going to change it up here. NDEF, and then there is also a undef. So let's put that here just for the moment. Now, one of the things you will have noticed, hopefully, or you may have noticed, is that each time, when the IFDEF changes, you've got some color coding happening. So here, if good code is defined, the code down here is in green. That means it gets included. And if it is not defined, then it goes back to a different color here. So what that shows you, it allows you, it gives you some easy way of identifying, what's going to be used in this program or not, without having to rely on you going, well, what's this? What am I actually saying here? So again, if we want to use a definition, or basically you can create whatever definition you like. So that's the first thing. And to create one, we use define with a $ in front of it, and also they're wrapped in parentheses. And then basically you have whatever code you need, in order, in regards to that definition. So if we look over here, for instance, we've got a bit of code here that is just like some bit of debug code, where you could say something like, if debug is, so what we're saying here is if debugging is turned on with the debug define, then we'll right line that message. If it is not defined, nothing will get output, and you can see that, there, in which case all you'll get out of the program is running. So that is the first thing. The next part of a define is somewhere you'll have your code block needs to end. So how do you end it? You need to put in an ENDIF, ENDIF, and again, following the syntax, it's a parentheses, $ and the word ENDIF. If you want to now make something, now another example we have here is you can also use there's also an else directive. So if you were to have something that runs on, let's say in this case here, Windows, or you want to run on another platform, then you can separate those with an else. And in which case here, if we were to copy this line here down to here, then you would get either, if it were running on Windows, you get that and that happening. So that is how one might use an else block. Now if we were to go back to the example up here, then you could do something like, let's just get my other bit of code here. And I'm going to, with the else block there, then you could say something like, hey, we're running on a release version here. Another place where you might find it useful to use conditional defines is when you, let's say, have different features in a, so you might want to have, let's get rid of that one there. So you might have, say, a light version, say, and a standard version, or a standard and an enterprise type thing, and you don't want to, and let's say that this here was the standard, but if you got both then it's enterprise, then you can do things like this, where basically here, if I were to let's say take out feature B, then then they're going to get this feature and this feature. And if I were to take out this feature as well, shall we say, then they'll only have feature C, which may be, say, a demo version if you were to do something like that. So you can, like I said, include the you can use defines to be able to restrict or enable parts of your code to be included or not. And of course, the other way how you can set up your defines, you don't have to do it like that as such, but you can go into your project options. So let's go to there, and where's my project options? Are down here, and we need to go into our compiler options, and then where's my custom op? Here you've got some examples here being used, of course, but you could do minus, let's do this one here, minus D, and put in the word debug. And if we were to, let's say, put in here, let's put another one in here, feature A, and we'll just click on the add button there, and we will turn that one on, hit the OK button there, and you can see it there as well. So that is how you can see how they can be added. So that means then you could set up two different build modes, one with things certain defines on, and other ones with them off. So that is that one. But probably the most important thing would be to document your defines so that down the track you know what they are, what they mean, and people who come after you will have that same understanding. And don't forget to use something, to use descriptive names, so we can avoid some confusion, because something like feature A doesn't really say much to me. So but you get the but let's say just with using those sort of examples, you get to see what I'm talking about here. So we're just going to close that window out, and that about wraps it up for this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that sort of stuff, and let me know if you need some more assistance on using the conditional defines or not. And until next time, happy coding, and I'll see you then. Bye.